Hey guys, sorry that the Spider-Man Iceberg Part 2 is taking so long. I put a community post about it, so I won't get too into it, but in the meantime, I thought I'd do this little tier list I came up with. Basically, I'm going to be ranking 261 vehicles in Star Wars, or from Star Wars. Mostly from canon, but there are going to be a couple legend ships. As you can see, there's the Azir Angel, I think that's how you pronounce it, and stuff like that. But yeah. Now, real quick, so you probably have seen a couple of things on here that you're like, wait, that's not a vehicle. I'm going to also be including, along with the vehicles, I'm going to be including droid ships and vehicles, like the Enforcer tank right here, as you can see right there. And the reason I'm going to do that is because they're normally treated as vehicles in like video games, and they're also kind of treated as vehicles in universe. Also, just like, who cares, you know? So let's begin. Let us begin. First up, we got the AA-4B truck speeder from this is from Solo, the dude that chases Han and Kira. D, I guess. It's kind of boring. I mean, I kind of like how like little weird attack dogs have their own like window, but other than that, I mean, I just think it's a really boring looking speeder. It fits with Corellia. I'm not too big on it. A-Wings, of course, S tier. I love A-Wings. A-Wings are fantastic. They're awesome. And oh, actually, I forgot to mention this earlier. When it comes to Rebel and Resistance ships, I'm going to be including like both at the same time. Like, for example, when I talk about like the A-Wings right here, I'm also talking about A-Wings from like not just the Rebel A-Wing, but the Resistance A-Wing from the sequel trilogy. And the reason because of that is because they're not super different. I have exceptions, obviously, as you can see right here. I get the First Order AT-AT and the Imperial AT-AT, but I feel like those are different enough. Like, if you showed me this image, I could tell you that's the First Order one, but if you showed me like a red Rebel A-Wing and a red Resistance A-Wing, it's a good chance I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And that's not because I'm knocking the sequel trilogy. As you know from my channel, I do really like the sequel trilogy. It's just that, I mean, what was it to say, you know? It's basically the same ship. But yeah, I love the A-Wing design. I was so hyped when I heard that they were returning in The Last Jedi. All the way back in 2015. I think that was when it was first leaked. It was crazy. I just love the designs. They're just so sleek and cool. Love them. The AAT, the Separatist tank, or I guess the Trade Federation tank, actually. You know, honestly, I think I'm gonna put an S tier as well, because I don't know what I just really like them. They're iconic looking. They're just cool. I don't really know how else to like explain it. Admittedly, I really only like the color scheme of like the tannish one from Phantom Menace. I'm not really super big on the blue color scheme they have in the Clone Wars and like the later maps in Battlefront 2, for example. I'm not super big on that color scheme, but I really like the tan color scheme for that one. All right, now we have the Acclamator Cruiser. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think the Acclamators are really boring looking. I've never been into them. I just think they're boring as hell to look at. I mean, they're just little Doritos, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know there's a lot of people out there that like them. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to hate on your opinions or whatever. Just not my thing. Not my thing. Anakin's Pod Racer. Yeah, look, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I hate pod racing in Star Wars. I absolutely hate it. The scene in The Phantom Menace, I think it goes on for way too long. I don't think. I mean, I guess it looks good for the time. I guess it still looks good to an extent. It's not my thing. And honestly, whenever I'm watching The Phantom Menace, when I'm not with like watching with my friends, I usually tend to like zone out or skip the pod racing to begin with. I just don't care for it. I don't know. It's not my thing. I don't know. Arc 170 S tier, hands down. Arc 170 is my favorite Star Wars Starfighter to begin with. It's just, they're just so damn cool. I absolutely love them. I swear to God, you can also see one in The Mandalorian Season 2, the finale. I swear to God, you can see like the turret at the end of the ship. I'll put it on the screen. I swear to you that's an Arc 170. Watch it not be, like watching the behind the scenes thing, they reveal that it's not. What's next? Oh, the AT-ACT. Put in B tier. I really, as you'll see in a second, because I have a bunch of AT walkers. I love the AT walker line in Star Wars. I just think they're the coolest damn things in the world. And as for the AT-ACT, I really like how in Rogue One, like you can tell they're not made for military use. Like sure, they can, take down infantry like crazy, but as soon as the starfighters start rolling in, like the U-Wings and the X-Wings, their legs get blown off, their things get blown up. They become just cannon fodder at that point. I think it's a really cool little detail in that movie. The AT-AP. C tier, honestly. I'll be honest with you, I don't really... I know it's Star Wars, but, like, I don't know how this thing stands. Like, without its little bipod thing they got going on there, the little tripod leg. That's obviously there so that, like, when it fires its cannon, it doesn't, like, fall backwards. But even when it's, like, just walking, I don't really know how it doesn't fall over. It just seems way too top-heavy. I'm not super big on it. I mean, it's good. I like it, I wish we saw it in the Clone Wars. I don't know why they never had it in the Clone Wars. Maybe we would have seen it in Season 7 or 8. I don't know. The First Order AT-AT. Yeah, put on B tier as well. I really like... Actually, you know what? I'll put an A tier. I really like the First Order AT-AT. And I'll put the normal AT-AT as well in A tier. I just think they're solid, iconic vehicles. I think the First Order one doesn't like a different enough design where it's like you can tell the difference. But I mean, it's just like all around iconic design. What can you say for the AT-AT? Just perfect, just a perfect design. Not in practicality though. I mean, in looks it is. In practicality, I mean, the tow cables are able to take this thing out. So. The AT-CT, you probably didn't expect to see this one on here. This is from the Force Unleashed video game, from I think only the TIE Fighter construction facility level. I don't think it's in any other level in that game. It's like a mini boss. It kind of just shows up and gets destroyed immediately. I'm gonna put it in D tier, honestly. I don't like it's definitely a unique design, but I just think it looks a little too weird. Like I can't see the Empire making this, it like just the weird like kind of force like gravity manipulation thing it has where it like lifts things. Honestly, like a crane would probably be like a better thing to use than have these little things. I don't know. I just don't care for them. I just don't care for them. Next we have the AT-DP. These are mainly from Star Wars Rebels, but they've made a couple of other appearances, and like I think there's a couple in the Darth Vader comic, the 2017 run, but yeah, they're pretty cool. I like them. From B tier. I wish we got to see more of them. It's Star Wars is this thing sometimes where they'll introduce a vehicle, but only keep it to one medium, and the AT-DP is kind of like that. Like it's mainly just in Rebels. Like I said, it was in a couple of comics, I think, but for the most part, it was just in Rebels. But like you don't see it on any other things. Like you don't see it in Rogue One. You don't see it in Solo. You don't see it in really like anything in the post Rebels. I mean, obviously you can't see it in the original trilogy because, you know, it wasn't made yet. But like in Battlefront 2, it's not there. In Battlefront 2015, it's not there. Honestly, Battlefront 2015 it probably should have been there because that came out a year after Rebels started airing. That could have been a cool like cross promotion thing, but oh well. Oh well, oh well. Next we have the AT-DT from Solo S tier. I love this design. It is just so cool to me. I just love this giant like flat gun that could walk. It is just crazy. It's so cool. I honestly hope to. I mean, it won't happen, but I wish we got like an entire Battle of Mimbian movie. Like that whole trench World War I sequence in Solo was so cool. I really wish we got to see an entire movie of that. And these AT-DTs, man. God, I hope one day we get to control them in like a video game or something. I mean, that'd just be the best. It'd be just the absolute best. And now the AT-HH. I didn't even realize that these were vehicles when I first saw The Last Jedi, but no, they are vehicles. I'm gonna put them in E tier because they're just. I mean, they're just blocks. They're just blocks. Actually, you know what? I'll put them in D tier because there's a cool cross-section image that they made for one of the reference books for The Last Jedi in 2016, 2017, and it actually looks cool in that. But in the movie, it's just kind of like what is this? Like, come on. It's just funny looking, I guess. Next, we have the AT-KT, the all-terrain Kashyyyk. I don't know what the T stands for, but the other T stands for. But this is basically a boss fight in Force Unleashed 1. Honestly, D tier. I'm putting in D tier only because it's just a standard AT-ST, but they're like, all right, we're gonna deck it out in like these big guns and whatever. I've never been super big on that. Like, there's a lot of kinda canon mobile game AT variants in like Star Wars Commander, I think it was. Whatever the top-down like tower defense thing was. And I just never was super big on that. Like, these designs, just kind of like way too over the top. Not my thing. Like it seems like a toy. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like a toy, not like a thing that would be actually used in universe. And the AT-KT is just like that. I don't know. Not too big on it. Now the AT-M6, Mega Caliber 6. I want to see more of these. They're so damn cool. I love their scene in The Last Jedi. And I even love their scene in Battlefront 2. In Battlefront 2, the Project Resurrection or something. No, Project something. The add-on DLC, like the extra 3 levels they made in December 2016 for Battlefront 2. There's like a sequence where one like stomps through Iden Versio's like hometown or whatever, and it's really cool looking. I really like him. I love their little like gorilla knuckle thing that they bury down in the sand and all that. It's just cool. I really like it. Then we have the ATMA, which I'm only gonna, I'm gonna put an A tier. I'm gonna put an A tier because they're weird looking, and I like weird looking, and for the most part. Sometimes, obviously, not all the time. The AT-CT, but I like the weird looking designs. But we only ever see these things in the background. The Force Awakens. We have never seen these things ever in a comic. We've never seen them in a novel, like a show, anything. And I think they just like forgot about them. But I hope we get to see like a proper image of them soon, like a proper like seeing one in action, because I think they're really cool in like a weird way, you know. The ATMP. This is canon, I think. This was canon because of like mobile games, but it's mainly a Legends vehicle. Most notably for Force Unleashed 2. I think it was into some other things too. But I'll put it in C tier. I'm only putting it in C tier because I just don't really see the use for them. Like, they seem kind of odd. That they're a close range walker, but they just shoot, like, they shoot missiles. And wouldn't that, like, you know, kind of mess with the thing, you know? I mean, you set off an explosion, and it's gonna hit you as well. I'm not crazy about them. This is the only. I'm sorry. This is the only walker in F tier. This is the AT-OT. It's only in the Revenge of the Sith, I think. Might be in some comics or a novel or two. And I hate these things. I know that the Lego set of it is really good and everyone loves it. It's a great set. But why? Why in universe is there an AT unit that's made for transporting troops with no roof? Why would you do that? There are snipers, there are vulture droids, artillery, like, there are rocket troopers, there are Geonosian guys, like, why would you do this? And the ATT, like, that has, like, troop transport, like, you can put troops in there. So what's the point of the AT-OT? It's just an inferior model. I just don't care for it. I really don't like the AT-OT. The AT-PT. I'm in C tier. They're kind of like the iconic Legends Walker, but they're a little too blocky for me, to be honest with you. I'm not super big on them. I don't hate them by any means. Just not really my thing. I don't have too much to say about it. I think they are canon though, because of the mobile games. But even then, I don't even know how canon those are. ATRTs. I really like them. Put them in A tier. ATRTs are really cool. I really like their design in Revenge of the Sith and Battlefront 2. For some reason, I never really liked their look in the Clone Wars. They looked too weak in a weird way. But I really like them in Battlefront 2, Revenge of the Sith. I think they're cool. I honestly, they make more sense for the Empire to use than speeder bikes, especially how fast they are. Like on Endor, like, why don't they just use ATRTs instead of like speeder bikes? I mean, you'd have less crashes. Now the First Order ATST S tier. I absolutely love this design. I think it's just like. Wait, hold on. Let me put the and then I'm gonna put the Imperial ATST in S tier as well. I really like this design, but the First Order one is just like the perfect evolution of the ATST from the Empire. I think they're both flawless designs in terms of looks, not in practicality. I mean, they're taken out by Ewoks, so you know it's not super practical, but they're great. I absolutely love them. I love them. Next I'm going to do this one first. We have the ATTE from the Clone Wars and Attack of the Clones, and probably the background of Revenge of the Sith somewhere. I'm an A tier. I really like them. I really like the design. I don't think they're as good as AT-ATs, but I think they're pretty damn cool. And then as for Rex's AT-AT, not AT-AT, ATTE from Star Wars Rebels, honestly S tier. In a weird way, it kind of looks cozy living in there. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to living in an AT, like this ATTE, in a weird way. Like, it just looks cozy. I don't know. I would not be opposed to living in it. But yeah, the ATTs, good design. And to finally end the AT stuff, we have, well, for now, there's a couple more walkers that don't begin with AT. But we have the, oh my god, this is the AT-XT. The AT-XT from the 2003 Clone Wars game. I think it was from 2003, maybe 2002. But, probably B tier. I like the design enough. They feel more, like, I don't like it when people say, well, it's not I don't like it, I just don't really get when Lucasfilm and stuff, like, everyone's like, you know, the ATST is actually like a like a successor to the ATRT. That doesn't really feel like the case. Like the ATRT is fast, right? And the ATST is not really fast. It's way more armored. I honestly don't think the ATRT had a successor in the Empire, and instead, I think the real precursor to the ATST was the ATXT, which it was probably what they were going for in the Clone Wars game. I think it made a few appearances in the Republic comics. It did. It was in the Battle Jabin arc, I think. The Jabin campaign or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was in there. But yeah, it's a Legends vehicle. Don't think it's canon, but I wouldn't mind seeing it canonized. I would not mind it. Next we have, the anti-slavery, the Wookiee gunship, basically. Put in C tier. It's fine. It's a fine design, I guess. I don't know where this... Oh, I do know where this came from. This is from, I think, the Clone Wars arc where Ahsoka gets captured by Trandoshans. And I think, like, Tarful shows up in one of them at the end to help. I think that's where it comes from. Or no, that's not where it comes from. No, because they use the Halo. No, this comes from Rebels, I think. And I think it comes from Rebels because a Lego set of it was made with, like, Kanan. So I'm not entirely sure where this thing comes from, to be honest with you, but I like it. It's a solid design. The Azure Angel from the Clone Wars micro series. Put in B tier. I like the I don't really like these like sharp fins at the side. I think those like don't look too great. But everything else about it, I think it's a really great design. Like I really like the turbine engines in the bottom. Looks very like sports carsy, you know. It looks like something that Anakin would make. Next is the Banshee. And just like this is just this entire model of ship, anyways. I was gonna include like other ones, but I'm just like they're not that different at all. It's just color scheme basically. The Banshee and this ship design, the ship model, I forget what it's called. A tier. I really like their design. I think the Banshee is the one that Ventress uses in Dark Disciple. Oh no, it's not. No. This is the Quetzal Anio one, I think, from Rebels. I think it's one of the two. But it's a good ship. I really like it. It's got a solid design. Just overall good design. The skiffs from Return of the Jedi. I'm honestly putting C tier. I don't really have anything to say about them. You know, they're just like a solid design. They're not bad by any means, but there's nothing really to say about them. I guess it was cool in Battlefront, the first 2005 one, where you could like get like 5 different dudes on there with like and just go around the map with turrets. I never played that game online, so I don't know how it was online, but with bots, I thought it was fun. The Bark Speeder. Yeah, I put him in B tier. I'm not super big on speeder bikes, as you'll see in a few, but I like the Bark Speeder's design. I think it looks militarized. It looks like something the Republic would use. Just good. Just a solid all-around design. The Best Student Legacy. This is Ochi's ship from Rise of Skywalker. C tier as well. It's solid. I don't have really much to say about it. It's just like, you know, it's just solid. It's got Dio on it, so that's obviously like it. I mean, obviously that puts it. I mean, I can't put anything below C, obviously, for that reason alone. But it's good. It's kind of plain, but it's good. It definitely looks like something like a Sith mercenary would use. All right, here we have the Black Ace. I'm only 5 episodes into Resistance, so I haven't really seen this thing in action. But yeah, I'm putting it in D tier. I'm not super big on the design. It looks like one of those ugly ships from Legends. I think they are canon. They're in the Poe Dameron comic. But it looks like I mean, I guess they are technically all, you know, fused together ships. Like, so I guess they're all technically ugly ships. But And for those that don't know, ugly ships are a term in Star Wars for ships that are like cobbled together from other parts. And so, I mean, I guess that is what this is, but I don't know. I think it just looks ugly. This is the Bloodfin. This is Darth Maul's little speeder bike from Phantom Menace. I'm gonna put an E tier, honestly, because to me it looks like one of those like awful gaming chairs. It doesn't look like it'd be comfortable to drive in at all. Like it looks like it'd be a really pain on your back. Like I would not want to drive that. I'd rather have the Bark Speeder any day. Yeah, this is the Blue Ace. No, yeah, it is the Blue Ace. This is what's your face's ship from Resistance. It was in Rise of Skywalker. Well, it's in Rise of Skywalker, but like, there's no way in hell you can actually see it. Apparently, there were deleted scenes where like there was an emphasis on them, like you could directly see them, but I guess they got scrapped. Don't know why, but whatever. I'm putting C tier. I like the Blue Ace design. It's solid. I don't have much to add to it. It's just a solid design. The Bongo sub. Is that what it's called? Bongo? Yeah, Bongo design. Bongo sub. Putting an A tier, not because I think the design is good, like cool. I don't think it's that cool or interesting, really. I just put it in A tier because I just really want to see more sci-fi franchises like Star Wars, Halo, like Mass Effect, etc. show off like the water naval ships and stuff like that. I think that's just like an unexplored territory of these sci-fi franchises, and any kind of water thing I just like seeing. The Brahatok class gun. This is an obscure background ship in Return of the Jedi that finally got like a HD, like fully rendered thing because it appeared in Rise of Skywalker. D tier. I know it's like a fan favorite for how obscure and weird, like how background it is, but I'm not super. I mean, it's all right, you know. It's fine. I'm not super big on it. Its obscurity is definitely like cool, but I don't think it's really noteworthy, you know. The Broken Horn from Rebels. Yeah, you're gonna hate me, but I'm gonna put it in C tier. You know, it's solid. It's a solid design. Don't really have much to add to it. It's just, you know, solid. It's just all right. Oh, the Bunker Buster, S tier. The Bunker Buster is the best sequel trilogy design, hands down, in my opinion. I love this thing so much. I don't know what it is about it. I think just because how rugged and cool it looks. I don't know. It looks almost like an old Republic ship, to be honest with you. It's just so cool looking. I really, really, really love it. Next, we have the C-9979 landing craft. This is like the Trade Federation landing craft mainly in the Phantom Menace, but I'm pretty sure it's in several. Yeah, it's in several different Clone Wars episodes. It's like in Rookies and whatever. C tier, I guess. I don't know. I'm not too big on it. I was actually gonna put it in D tier to begin with, but I don't know. I don't really like its design. Like, I don't really like the weird giant like limbs it has, or wings, not limbs. What wings it has? But I don't know. I guess it's practical. Actually, no. I will put a D tier. I don't know. I really don't like those really long wings. I think they're really weird looking. Next, we have a ship that is extremely minor. It's like a background kind of thing. This is the Zephyr GB-13. It's the Canto Bite Speeder from Last Jedi. Probably in D tier as well. I'm putting it in D tier because I would never ride one of these things. They look terrifying to drive. There's nothing holding them in there. It seems like I just would never. It looks way too dangerous. Next, we have the Wookiee Catamaran from Revenge of the Sith. And yeah, I'll put it. I'll put it in B tier. I like it. I like it quite a bit. I really wish it was the replacement for the gunship in Battlefront 2 on the Kashyyyk map. I think that'd be like a really nice touch, but oh well. I remember when people thought it was going to be that because of like the data mine leaks for Battlefront 2 back in 2016, 2017. When did that game come out? 2016? Yeah, 2016. No, 20. Yeah, it was 2016 because of the Last Jedi season. Yeah. No, 2017 because that's I'm so dumb. Rogue One was 2016. Last Jedi was 2017. So yeah, 2017 is when it came out. But yeah, the Katamara man, Wookiee gunship, just a cool design. I like it quite a bit. The Clone 70, Clone 75, the Clone Z95 Starfighter. But in B tier, I think it's really sleek. I think it's a good like a variation of the Headhunters. Pretty sure I have the Headhunters on here somewhere, but yeah, it's a good design. I mean, the Arc 170 tops it every day, but you know, it's good. Cloud Car, A tier. It's just this is the iconic the weird Star Wars vehicle. It's such a dorky looking vehicle. How can you not love the Cloud Car? Also, I like how in Battlefront 2015, like when you're playing the starship like assault fighter, like when it's just the starships, the Empire has like Cloud Cars, but they're blue, and I just like the idea of the Empire being like, all right, we'll use Cloud Cars in this, but we have to paint them blue. We have to, that's our thing. Next, we have the Comfort Ride Passenger Airspeeder. C tier. There's just not really much for me to say about these things, you know. They're just gonna, big airspeeders. Not much this really add. The Conqueror from Legends. It's only in that card game, but I'm only putting it in here because it's notable. E tier. I'm putting in E tier. I don't like the super weapon that's like mounted on random ships. At least the ones in Rise of Skywalker, I like the design, like the general design of it. I like, which we'll get to those in a few. But the Conqueror, it's just a Star Destroyer, but they put like a Death Star laser on it. I'm not super big on it. Next we have the Consular Space Cruiser from Phantom Menace. Put in B tier. I like them. Solid little design. I wish we got to see more of them in the Clone Wars, but they're good. They're good. The Corona class frigates, basically the Hondo, Onaka gangs, like UFOs. Put in C tier for that reason. They're just giant UFOs, you know. That's all they are. The Corvus from Battlefront 2. B tier. I think they're pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool ship. I think it's a pretty cool ship. Wait, did I forget to put? No way did I forget to put. Hold on. Did I actually forget to put the B-Wing on here? Oh my god, I did. I forgot to put how did I forget to put the B-Wing on here? I love the B-Wing. Alright, well, I'll add it in afterwards, but B-Wing is an S tier. I love the B-Wing. The B-Wing's phenomenal. That's really embarrassing. How did I forget the B-Wing? That's like my favorite of the letter class shit. How did I forget the B-Wing? That's, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah. But yeah, the Corvus, good ship. How did I forget the B? Whatever. Next we have the CSS-1 Corellian Star Shuttle. Let me put it in C tier. It's a solid design, I guess. Like I don't really have much to say about it. You know, it's just a tube. It's just a tube. Next we have is the I forgot the B-Wing, but I put the D-Wing in. I know I'm embarrassed. But the D-Wing, this is from Rise of Skywalker, but only in the background for some reason. Only in the background. Put in B tier. I like the design of them quite a bit. I wish we got to see more of them. I mean, you'd think that you would like see more of them in the Rise of Skywalker because, I mean, it's like the first new like letter class like a starfighter we've seen since since the A-Wing and B-Wing from Return of the Jedi. In terms of like, oh no, U-Wing in Rogue One, since the U-Wing. So you'd think, but no. Next is the I forget what it's called actually. This is. Oh, this is like the other AT model. This is like the one from the Clone Wars that was like the super weapon kind of thing. Not the super weapon, but like the artillery version that was in season 1 and 5 of the Clone Wars. No, not 5. Season 1 and 4 of the Clone Wars. And C tier, not super big on it. I mean, I love the AAT, but I think its main artillery gun is just kind of okay looking, and it loses points because of the color scheme. Again, I'm not too big on the blue color scheme for it. Next is the... oh my god, why? I had these all set up in alphabetical order. Where did they go? Oh, I'm stupid. I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, this is the DDT. Sorry, I'm the DDT. And this is the Delta class T3C shuttle. This is from Rogue One. This is Krennic's ship. I hate it. Like, it makes perfect sense that Krennic would use it, but I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It is just an ugly design. I absolutely hate it. I really hate it. Doomgiver. This is from Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. This is a legend ship. C tier. It's just a Star Destroyer, but looks funky. It's whatever, you know, not too big on it. The Dragon Boat from the Clone Wars. Put in B tier, only because of its wacky little mouth thing it has at the front. I like that quite a bit. It's a good ship, good little ship. Or big ship, actually. It's a pretty long ship. Next we have is the Drawk class boarding ship. This is from the Clone Wars. And put it in D tier. I'm only putting in D tier because it's not really much to say about them. They're just boarding ships. They weren't really... I mean, they weren't really, like, designing it to look like a pleasing looking ship, you know? E-Wing. Put an E-Wing in D tier. I've never been too big on the E-Wing. It's a mainly legend ship, but it is canon. It's also... I think it's in a Poe Dameron comic as well in the background. But, yeah, it's I'm not too big on it. It just looks kind of funky to me. Next we have the Ebon Hawk. This is from Knights of the Republic. And put it in A tier. I think it's a really great ship. I think it's a good little hub base in the game. It's good. Good ship. Good design. Don't have much really else to add to it. The Eclipse. No, honestly, the more I think about it, C tier. This is gonna be controversial, I know, but the Eclipse to me... Like, I like the black color scheme, but I just think it's way too big. I think it was literally just made in the comics because, like, you know, bigger is scarier, whatever. It's like, well, this is like the biggest Star Destroyer. It's the size of it's like a mobile Death Star. I don't know. It's not my, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more it's just way too big. Next we have is the Nebulon E-Class frigates, and I'll put them in B tier because they're iconic. I would never ride one of these things because I really hate how skinny one part of it is. Like, it feels like at any moment it could just like snap in half and everyone dies. Next we have is the Endar Spire from the beginning of KOTOR, Knights of the Republic. And put it in S tier. I love the Hammerhead designs. They're great. They're just good stuff. I mean, I just think they're cool. Enforcer Tank, our first not actual vehicle, but kind of vehicle, because video games say they're vehicles. But yeah. But yada. Who cares? I like B tier. Put them in there. I like the Enforcer droids. I like their weird wally eyes they have. That's good. They're fun. Well, they're not fun. They would hurt the hell. I would really hurt if they run you over. But next we have the Ravana. This is from Force Awakens. This is Han and Chewie's frigate, not frigate, but like they're like big. What the hell I don't know what you call it. Hauler. It's like a thing they have. Put it in C tier. It's fine, I guess. It's not like incredibly cool looking, but it's all right. The Eta class shuttle. Put it in D tier. I think it's a really boring looking design. I think it's really plain. Just kind of whatever. I guess it fits with like the Jedi of that time, but I don't know, not my thing. Fan Blade Fighter. I put in B tier. I like the Fan Blade Fighter. I'm glad they made it canon with that one episode of Clone Wars. It's a good design. It's unique. It definitely fits Ventress. It's cool. The Fang Fighters. B tier as well. I think the Fang Fighters look cool. I prefer the Gauntlet Fighters, but they're good too. They're good too. This is the Fireball. I'm stupid. Yeah, this is the Fireball. Fireball. This is the main ship from Resistance, and I'll put in B tier. I think it's the most iconic ship of the show, and I think it deserves that title. It looks good. It's a good ship. Wish we got to see more of its awesome CG model in the not the Clone Wars, sorry, Rise of Skywalker, but oh well. Next we have is the First Light. Actually, I don't think this is the First Light. This is like the same model of the ship, though. But yeah, no, this isn't. I don't think this is the first. No, I think maybe I don't know. But put it in C tier. This is the whole the model of ship. The First Light is basically. It just why it just looks really super skinny, and I don't know why you'd have like a ship that's super skinny but super tall. It's like a staircase ship. Like you've never been to like a big building or like a skyscraper or something, and like there's like the whole really tall staircase that's connecting the rooms. It's like if that was like a ship. I can't see how that'd be fun to hang out on. Dryden Voss's room is pretty dope though, so at least there's that. Oh my god, we have the Siege Dreadnought from Last Jedi. A tier. I don't really like how skinny it is. That's my only problem with it. But other than that, I love everything about it. Besides the skinny part, I think it's just great. Looks cool. Looks threatening, imposing. Just a good ship all around. The First Order Transport. Put it in B tier. I like the D-Day kind of homage reference thing in the beginning of The Force Awakens. I like the little thing they're doing with that. It's cool. It's cool. I don't really like its weird, like, admittedly, I don't really like that they're, like, weird kind of, like, thing in the back. Like the weird, like, little, scope or whatever. I think that's where the driver is, but, oh well. It just feels like it could easily shut off. And then, you shoot the pilot off, then it's, like, then it's over. Flash Speeder from Phantom Menace, but I'm putting in B tier only because I just think as a kid I really liked them. I don't know why. I think it's just because it was in like one level of complete saga, and I thought that was cool. Oh well. The Flit Not Speeder. This is the speeder that Dooku rides in Attack of the Clones. They look really goofy. They look really silly. I'm putting in D tier. They just look really super goofy, and every scene with Christopher Lee riding one of those things in Attack of the Clones is so funny to me. Like, it just looks so bad. The Galleon. This is from Resistance. I actually haven't seen this yet in the show because I haven't gotten to an episode with them yet. But I really like the design of this thing. I'm putting an A tier. I love the design. I love the idea of like it's like one of Jabba's like sail barges, but like turned into like a pirate ship. It's just like a cool idea. I think it works really well design wise. Again, I haven't seen it in the show yet, but I've been meaning to catch up on Resistance, but I don't know, it's not really my thing, so it's kind of hard for me to sit down and watch. Heard it gets better, but I don't know, that's my opinion. The Gauntlet Starfighter, S tier. I think the Gauntlet Starfighters look awesome. I think they look really cool. This is the model they made for it for Mandalorian Season 2. Cannot believe we have a live-action model of it. That's crazy, but it's just great. The Geonosian Starfighters. I think I'm putting D tier, honestly. I'm not super big on the Geonosian architecture and like the ship's design. I'm not really big on them. I like the, I guess they're like kind of buggy in a way, but I don't know, it's not my thing. I don't know how else to say it. The Ghost, obviously, an S tier. Do I have to explain it? I mean, it's just like a really, really cool ship. It's just awesome. Who hates the Ghost? Next we have is the Guyan Speeder. The Guyan Speeder. It's in the Phantom Menace, but I mainly remember it from the Theed map in the original Battlefront 2005 one. It's good. It's a, you know, I'll put it in B tier as well. It's got like comfy seats. I'd like to ride in one of those. They're comfy. We have the Gazanti class cruiser. Put in B tier as well. I think they're cool. I think one thing I really like about them is how well they've like retroactively put them in the like original trilogy era. Like I really like how they're in Battlefront 2, Battlefront, and stuff like that. I think it fits with that aesthetic. Those like things. I don't know how like to explain it, to be honest with you, but I think it's just cool. I think it's cool. The GR-75 medium transports. Put them in B tier just because how iconic they are. Technically, they're like the worst, like worst vehicle of the Rebel fleet, but I mean I like them. You know, they're just big, long, little tube things that the Mon Cala made, or whatever, you know. Green Ace. Nope, not a fan. I do not care for the Green Ace. I don't like its weird wings. Not my thing. Nope. Then we have the H-type Nubian yachts. Yeah, here's a fun fact about me. I really hate all the Naboo, like Queen Palace, like the really super shiny starships. I don't know why. I've never liked them. I've just found them to be like whatever looking. And the H-type one is the worst one, to my opinion. I'm not big on them at all. I don't really have a reason like that, like a proper explanation. I just don't like them. The Hailfire droid. Apparently in canon, I don't know about this in Legends, but in canon, we don't see them in the Clone Wars because apparently after like a couple months after the Battle of Geonosis, they were just like too expensive to make, and they were just like, also like it has a limited amount of rockets. Let's just use the Enforcer tank or something. So that's kind of weird, but I would have liked to see them in the Clone Wars. I know though, I mean obviously the real reason, like the real world reason, because they didn't want to like create a new model for it, but I like the Hailfire droid. Put them in B tier. They're cool. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot to put I put this on here. The Halcyon, the $1,000 Star Wars hotel, F tier just alone for like the concept of a Star Wars $1,000 Star Wars hotel with no windows. No. The Halo. I'll put it in C tier. I think if it was a little longer, it would be way better, because it looks really like it looks like it's like squished. It just doesn't look like a very cool ship to be riding around in. Oh, the other Hammerhead. Yeah, the Hammerhead Corvettes. Yeah. S tier. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, they're just perfect. They're just a perfect design. You can't convince me otherwise. The hard cell clash. I'll be honest with you. This hard cell clash like starship thing, for the longest time, until it was like 15, 16, I didn't even realize this was like a ship in Star Wars. I thought this was just like a fueling tower, because every time I saw them, it was in like Battlefront 2 or whatever, Attack of the Clones, or they just like they just weren't doing anything. They were just getting shot. I just thought they were like a fueling station or something. I didn't even know they were vehicles. For that, I'm putting them in E tier. They're weird looking, which I appreciate, but they just don't look like they'd be ships. I don't know. I don't care for them. The Havoc. This is a ship from Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. I think it was also in Star. Yeah, it was in Starfighter as well, but it was I mainly know for Jedi Starfighter. And yeah, B tier as well. It's a good ship design, solid. It's good stuff. droid gunship. S tier, come on, how can it not be S tier? It is the most overpowered looking thing in the world. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. The Hope 1. C tier. You know, I should put him in B. I'll put him in B. No, what? No, I will put him in C tier. Well, I like the I like the GR75 for how, like, kind of underpowered and dumb and, you know, kind of whatever. The Hope 1, I'm just, I mean, I like, but I don't love. I don't know. I'm not super big on the Mon Cala designs either, to be completely real with you. Like, spoiler alert for the rest of the list, but GR75 B tier, that's the highest you're gonna see the Mon Cala ship. Everything else is gonna be like in C or D tier. I'm just not super big on them. I like how they're basically, I think they're like buildings turned into ships or something, like something like that. The Houndstooth, this is Bosk's ship, mainly from Legends, but it was brought into canon thanks to its random cameo in Season 4 of the Clone Wars, and I hate it. It looks like something that Bosk would drive, but like, God, it is so bland looking. Not my thing. Looks like a cardboard box. Hyena Bomber, I really like the Hyena Bomber, put it in B tier. I don't really have a reason for it. Actually, I do. I like it. I like how big its wings are. Like it's like a it looks like almost like shields. The IG-2000, weirdly in Lego Skywalker Saga, was not expecting that. But so I don't think it's made any on-screen appearance. I think it's exclusively a comic or like a comic or novel ship. I don't think it's ever been in anything. But yeah, it's good. I'll put it in B tier. It's a good ship design. It reminds me a lot of the Rogue Shadow, which I'll talk about later. But it's good. Oh god, the Embara stuff. Okay, here we go, boys. The impeding assault tank, basically the centipede tank. B tier. I like it. It would be terrifying to go against this thing. I like it a lot. As you'll see, I like the Embara stuff for the most part. The hover tank I'm not too big on, but I'll get to that. Imperial dropship probably shouldn't be on this tier list. It's so obscure, but this is from the Force Unleashed 1. But I'm putting it in S tier. I honestly think this is the best Imperial dropship. Design-wise, I think it is the perfect successor to the LAAT gunships. They look so cool. I love them. I love them. I wish they were made canon. I wish we got to see more of them in Legends. I don't know why we didn't get to see more of them. They're just awesome. Next we have the Imperial Light Cruiser. C tier. They're fine. I don't have too much to say about them. They're fine. They're whatever. Again, just not much to say. Oh god. Okay, Imperial Patrol Speeder. I really don't like this design. It fits with the aesthetic of Corellia really well. I'm not denying that. And I like the aesthetic of Corellia. I do. But I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. Like, it looks like a piece of Lego, like a Lego wall. It looks like in a Lego game, you might have to like destroy a wall or something, and then like a brick will come out of the wall. You need to use the force to like lift it to make like an object to jump on it to go to like another level. It looks like that. Really specific, I know, but like it just, I'm not big on it. Next we have the Imperial Star Destroyer. How can you not? I mean, come on. It is the iconic Star Wars ship. It's perfect. It's a flawless design. It's perfect. Again, I'm saying flawless design from like a look standpoint. I know the universe there's probably some like mistake or something that's like not super well or whatever. Oh, the Interdictor. Oh, Interdictor. I'm so stupid. The Interdictor, I'm probably still pronouncing that wrong. Ship. Basically, it's the Star Destroyer that can like pull stuff out of hyperspace. Put in B tier. I like the design. It's sleek looking. It's cool. Cool. I mean, it's obviously makes sense why they'd make that in universe. And it gets bonus points. Gets bonus points for B for bonus points for having one of the rarest Imperial variants out there. There's in Stealth Strike, I believe it is, in season 2 of Rebels, in the Interdictor, there's an Interdictor Technician model that I see nobody ever talk about. It is the most obscure Imperial variant out there. I don't even think there's an action figure for. There's an action figure of an AT-ACT driver, but there's not one of an Interdictor Technician. So, Hasbro, get on that. If they make an action figure of that, I will buy it. I will, 100%. Next, we have... Oh, okay, awesome. Out of all of them, I like this one the most. This is the hell's it called? This is the J-Type 327 Nubian Royal Starship. For this is one Phantom Menace. Not super big on it. The best part about it to me is how Phasma melted it down and turned it into her armor. That's the most I can say about it. It's cool. That part's cool. And then this one, this is the J-Type Diplomatic Barge from the beginning of Attack of the Clones. I'll put it in D tier as well. It's whatever. It's fine, I guess. Well, it's not. I don't know. It's whatever. I just don't really like I don't know. I don't know what it is about them. I just don't care for them. Now, here's a controversial thing, and not from where I'm going to put it, because I'm going to put it in S tier, but I always called these things Jedi Interceptors. I always called them Jedi Interceptors. I even have them listed here as Jedi Interceptors. But apparently, they're called Jedi Starfighters. Now, I called the ones in Revenge of the Sith Jedi Starfighters, but apparently those are Jedi Interceptors. So I got the name swapped. But I don't care. I'm going with my way. So yeah, the Jedi Interceptors, I think they're cool looking. They're really sleek. I really like them. They're good stuff. I just put these ones in because they're fun. It's just a funny name. This is the Jedi Shuttle Bus. You know, I'm gonna put an S tier. I put an S tier just because that's A tier. Put an S tier just because I like the idea of the Jedi having their own like little shuttle bus. It's just funny to me. Oh my god. I can't even do the meme one. Honestly, I can't even do the meme one for this. I'm putting it in F tier. Honestly. I hate Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, or Jedi Interceptor, whatever you want to call it. I hate it. The one in Battlefront 2 is way better, and it makes way more sense for Yoda. Like, it just seems kind of mean-spirited that they gave, like, they're like, okay, you're really short, so, like, we'll give you, like, just a bubble with like 2 wings. Like, they couldn't have made like a modified one they did in Battlefront 2. Just really mean-spirited looking. Like, not a fan of it. I see why they had to redesign it for Battlefront 2. But now here the actual Jedi Interceptors, or I call them Jedi Starfighters. S tier. Love them, love them, love them, love them. Probably my second favorite Star Wars ship, like Starfighter design, right after the Arc 170. I love these things. I wish I had one of my own. Next, we have the Jedi Vector. This is the only High Republic vehicle you're going to see on here, mainly because I forgot most of them. Well, forgot to put most of them on here, sorry. But yeah, this is the Jedi Vector, and I like it. I'm putting it in A tier. I think they're really unique looking. Really, really unique looking. Like, it could have... They could have just made like a prototype version of like the Starfighter and just called it a day, you know. But I appreciate that they didn't do that, and they were like, all right, let's make it like weirder. For here, the Jobin T85 speeder bike, basically just Cadence speeder bike from Rebels. Put a B tier. Yeah, I'm not super big on speeder bikes, as you've probably seen, but I like the kind of like street bike look of it. Like it's like a classic 1960s motorcycle look, and I like that a lot. It's cool. Next we have Jupa Base. This is the early years model of the AT-ATs the Empire was using in Rebels and Jedi Fallen Order. But turned into like a little rebel base by Wolf and Gregor at the end of Rebels, and put him in A tier because while I think it's a really cool looking design and I wouldn't mind living there, it'd be pretty chill. I'd also be a little worried about it because like if the ATTE crashes, it's not that big of a fall. If this thing collapses, then it's over. Like you're dead. Like you're gone. You know. Next we have the Justifier. This is Cad Bane's ship from the Bad Batch, and no, he wasn't in Clone Wars. It was going to be in Clone Wars, but no, it was in a Bad Batch. Honestly, D tier. I like most of its design. The problem I have with it is its weird giant thing in the back. I don't like that. It looks like if you just chop that off, I think it looks way better. The K-Wing, honestly, people are gonna hate me for this. Cause there's a lot of K-Wing fans out there. Putting D tier. The problem with the K-Wing to me is that it just looks way too like over the top. It looks like a toy, like because you know how like with certain toys, Star Wars does this all the time. Well, maybe they don't anymore. I don't know. I only buy the Studio Series toys now, so like I don't know. But they did for a while back with like in 2000, like the 2000s and before. But like you'd have like characters and like they'd randomly give them like a giant jetpack or a giant gut arm or something, like a big blaster. It looks like they took a bunch of those, like little like giant blasters they give to action figures, and they stuck them on a ship. I don't know. It's not really my thing. Not really my thing. The Kaminoan flight pod. After its appearance in ARC Troopers in Season 3 Clone Wars, I never thought we'd see it again, but here we are. It was in Bad Batch. And putting an E tier, it's just a ball. It's just a... what a weird... just a ball. That's all that is. Next we have the Katana, Jabba sail barge, basically. And I put an S tier. I would love to have one of these. I think they're just really... I think it's a really cool design. It looks weirdly really comfy. Like you can make it really comfortable. Take a bunch of your friends, you know, just chill out. But like, just cool. Next we have the LAAT carrier. And I like them. Put them in A tier. I like them a lot. Unlike the ATOT, where I cannot understand why it was made, I understand completely why these were made. They're cool. I like them a lot. I also like this image I use, where like has like the Wampa thing. It's cool. Did we actually ever? Maybe someone can answer this. Did we ever actually see the Wampa thing in like a show episode, like Clone Wars episode, or maybe it was in the movie, but I can't recall it. Probably in the background or something. And then of course, I mean, it's the LAAT gunship. Like, come on, how can you not love this thing? It's just perfect. It's just a flawless, perfect looking vehicle. Except this bubble turrets. I don't like the bubble turrets, to be honest with you. I don't like the bubble turrets. Other than that, I love everything else about it. Lady Luck. This is Lando's yacht. Put an A tier. A tier exclusively because as a kid, I would spend a sad amount of time walking around this thing in Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, when you can like walk around in it in that one section of the game, and just chill out. I think it is just like I mean, if anyone's gonna have a ship that's like the ultimate chill zone, it'll be Lando. Just a dope ass thing to hang out in. Imperial shuttle, Lambda class shuttle. Yeah, A tier. A tier. Actually, you know what? Honestly, no, S tier. I think they're just a perfect design. I think they're just flawless. I think it's an iconic, flawless design. Oh god, this is the Libertine. This is the ship that DJ steals in The Last Jedi. Yeah, D tier. I'm not big on it. I think what are these like little L things in the front here? I feel like if you remove those, actually I take the back. I don't think it would look very good if you did that. Actually, no. If you take out like the little part right here that makes it an L, I think it'd look better. You have the LI. It's not? Yeah, LIUV. Yeah, the Light Infantry Utility Vehicle. I think it's what it stands for. These were in a deleted scene in Force Awakens, but they were a vehicle in Battlefront 2 on Starkiller Base, and I think Agent Kloss. It's been so long since I played Battlefront 2, I can't remember if we were on Agent Kloss or not. Probably not. But, C tier. I like him for how bulky and, like, kind of, like, I'll be honest, kind of dumb looking, but I kind of like him in that regard. I don't really understand the turret portion of it. Like, hold on, let me just zoom in on it for myself. Because, like, I just can't see how, like, you would be able to, like, use it. Yeah, because it's got, like, the handles for you to use it. But you'd have to, like, lean forward to use it. Or maybe these are just there for, like, another reason or something. I don't know. Maybe those are the ammo packs. I don't know. I have no idea. Next we have is the the droid control ship. Another S tier. I think the droid control ship is a flawless design in terms of, like, looks. It is so cool looking. I think even cooler looking than the Death Star and Death Star 2. I love them. They're just so cool to me. Personally, I'd rather have one of these things than, like, any of the other kind of, like, space stations out there in Star Wars. They're just cool. Really cool. Next we have is the M68 Land Speeder. This is from Solo. And, put them in C tier. I know what they're going for. They're going for a kind of, oh my god, what is the... American Graffiti, that's what the film George Lucas made. I know they're going for, like, an American Graffiti kind of thing with that. I get that. And I think they pulled it off enough to where, like, it's like American Graffiti meets Corellia in Star Wars. I think they did a good job with that. But, I don't think it's anything, like, crazy, you know? Definitely, I mean, it's definitely better than, you know, this thing. But, I'm not super huge on it. The Malevolence. I'll put it in B tier because I really like whenever it showed, like, there's one shot in particular. I'll put it on here, put an image on here for it. It's like its silhouette against that planet. I think that looks really cool. But yeah, you know, I think for that I'll put it in the C tier actually because I like the silhouette of it. I think it looks, like, cool from that regard. But I don't know. Nothing really. It doesn't really jump out to me in a weird way. Like, I don't really know what to say about it. It just doesn't jump out at me. You know, it's not like a Five Nights at Freddy's. You know, it's not jumping out. You know, it's not doing the little jump scares. I don't even know why I put this on here. The Mandalorian Shuttle. E tier, really bland looking. I don't even know why I put this on here, to be honest with you. I put this on here, but not the B-Wing. How did I forget the B-Wing? I'm such an idiot. Yeah. Really bland looking. Whatever. Oh, God. The Mandalorian speeder bike. No, that's F tier. That's the worst looking speeder bike to me. That is so... No. Nope. Not my thing. That is just... way too... no. This just no. The Marauders, the Bad Batch ship. Put it B tier. I like it. It's good. It's good. I don't think it's crazy good or anything, but it's good. I just don't really have much, like, to say about it. Like, complaint-wise, I guess it's weird that it only has, like, one, like, gun on it. You know, it's like the Bad Batch. But, design-wise, it's fine, I guess. Oh, God. I love these things. Hold up. I know everyone's like, oh my god, the Star Fortress from Last Jedi is like the worst Star Wars vehicle ever. Alright, mini rant time. Number one, in the film-wise, they suck for a reason because, like, it's thematic. It's showing that the Resistance is heavily outgunned and they're using everything they can, even things that suck ass, to try to fight. Number two, they just look cool. Like, come on, it's a World War II-esque bomber thing. It's cool. Number 3, in-universe. They are a mining vehicle used to, like, blow out mines and whatever. They are only repurposed, again, to go back to number 1, because the Resistance is lacking in resources, and they, you know, need to use everything at their disposal. So that's why there's a thematic reason to why they suck in the battle in the movie. When everyone, like, goes like, wow, dude, this is like the dumbest thing ever, like, there's a reason for it. Like, I don't know why people get so pissy about it. Next we have is the Millennium Falcon, but from Solo. And I love its design from Solo, I really do. I was a little, honestly, when like the first promo images were leaked, all the way back in 2017. No, it was like early 2018. I was a little off-put by them, but I've really warmed up to it. It's a great looking design. And of course, the Falcon, I mean, come on, S tier. I mean, what can you say about it? It's the Falcon. It's perfect. Next is the Mist Hunter. Again, a vehicle that I'm very surprised is in LEGO Skywalker Saga. This is Zuckuss and 4-LOM's ship. I'll put it in C tier because I think it's really goofy. No, what, actually, I'll put it in B tier because how goofy it looks. It looks very goofy. Next is the MTAT F tier. Not a fan. Not a fan of this at all. I talked about it in the Star Wars Iceberg, but why would they make like a giant spider walker like ATU? That's just, come on. Why? The MTT, I don't know what that stands for. I know it's the Troop Transport, but I forget the first one. MTT is a solid-ass design, but an A tier. It's a good design, very, very rugged looking. It's cool. I like it a lot. It's iconic for a reason. The Munificent class star frigates. S tier. When I think of the Confederacy, like in like their ships, I think of these things. I never think, well, I don't never think, but like stuff like the Invisible Hand and stuff like that. They're cool and all, but these things are the coolest, man. I love them. I love them so much. I love their like shell kind of design. Just cool. I'll do this one first. The Naboo M1 Starfighter. A tier. It's good. It's good design. Very sleek. Very cool. It's the only Naboo thing I like. It's the only one I like. Yeah, it's good looking. Now, Din Djarin's put in the same tier. Din Djarin's M1 Starfighter. I mean, it's the same thing as the M1 Starfighter, but with new coat of paint and a bunch of modifications. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I like it's like a. I was gonna say diesel, but it's not really diesel punk. It's like a. It's almost like a muscle car kind of thing. I like it. The Nebulon C escort frigate. This is from The Last Jedi, and it's basically a successor to. I don't know where the hell I put it. The Nebulon frigate, the thing. I put it in D tier. I'm not really super big on it, to be completely real with you. I don't think they did enough to make it look unique. I mean, let me rephrase it. I think they did, but they just kind of were like, alright, it looks like more rugged and rusty. Which, again, thematically fits with the films of the sequel trilogy. So I get that, but I don't know. It's just not really my thing. Why are there multiple, like, things jutting out of it? Not my thing. The Nemedoan, whatever the hell they call it. The Trade Federation shuttle, basically. I don't know, actually. Put it in C tier, I guess. I don't really have any strong feelings on them, one way or the other. They're just fine, I guess. I don't know. The Night Buzzard. Love it, love it, love it. A tier. Wish we got to see more of it. This is like this. When I think of the Knights of Ren, like having a ship, this is like this was the exact thing I was thinking of. It is so cool to me. I love it. Very, very brutal looking. Oh my god, what's this called? It's the new class, the Nua or Neo. No, it is the new. It's NU. Class attack shuttle. This is the Republic attack shuttle. I'll put it in B tier. No, yeah, I'll keep it in B tier. I like it. It's good. It's a good design. I think it's pretty good. I like the color scheme a lot. I know I keep saying it's good and cool and whatever, but like, there's only so much you can say. I'm not like Eckhart's Ladder or something where like I can go into detail of like every aspect of the ship and like its modifications and you know what it does and this and that. I'm just looking for it as my own not as knowledgeable opinion. But yeah, I like the color scheme. Solid stuff. If it's true, I'll throw it in at the end. I'll throw it in at the end. But I think there was a modified version in the Bad Batch they used. I'm not sure. If there was, I'll throw it in at the last second. I'll put it in. But if not, then I guess I won't. Alright, the Octoparish droid. The Tri-Droid, basically. I was actually gonna put 2 of these on this iceberg. Not iceberg, I'm so stupid, sorry. This tier list. Because the 2 designs are so radically different. But I guess I'll go, if we're going the Revenge of the Sith design, A tier. I love the Revenge of the Sith design. Really cool, look really almost like Terminator meets War of the Worlds vibes. I love it. But if we were including the Clone Wars version, E tier. I really don't like the Clone Wars version. I think the color scheme looks off. I think it just looks like really fragile, like it's gonna fall at any second. Not my thing. Next we have is the OG9 homing spider droid. And put in B tier. It's a solid design. It's good. It's iconic for a reason. Don't know why we didn't get to see it in the Clone Wars. Really don't know why. Like, I know in like the real world, it's because they didn't want to make another CG model. But in universe, I don't know why they just didn't see them. We know that they were used to the end of the war. You can see them very briefly in the background of Revenge of the Sith, but they're cool. I like them a lot. The OICT, hell yeah. Oh, this thing. They really went, let's put a stick and give it legs and use it as a crane. I love it. It's so goofy. Oh my god, I love it. It's only in Solo and in the background of like one of the 2017 Darth Vader Run comics issues. It's so good. It's so good. Next we have the Onager class Star Destroyer. Everyone was thinking this was going to be somehow in the sequel trilogy because they released like images of it and they made a big deal about it for like one of those like tabletop games. They released images for it around this, like, I think The Last Jedi when it was being like first started being marketed. I think, I'm not sure, but yeah, put it A tier. I think it's a really cool design. It's a really cool design. I think the reason why they did it towards and then like when they revealed it was because I think it's meant to be the precursor to the Dreadnought right here. But yeah, it's just cool. I really would like to see this in like a Squadrons 2 or a show or movie. Maybe it'll be an Andor. Who knows? The Outrider. Come on, it's just the Falcon, but like a little cooler, in my opinion. Like, how can you just just cool? It's just an awesome design. It's like the Falcon, but like way sleeker looking. Good stuff. Good stuff. There's a reason why they put it in A New Hope in the special edition. Well, they put it in there just because they could. It's fan service. This is the Republic patrol gunship. The Empire uses them as well. All the way up until Rebels Season 1. Which... Oh, no, Season 2. No, they're in Season 2 as well. But, yeah. Put in C tier. I like them. They're nice looking. They're cool. I do not know why that Like, they were used as like a replacement for the LAT AAT gunships. Again, you guys had a perfect design for that, but whatever. Well, the Empire used them as a replacement. The Republic used them side by side, but they're cool. They're good. They're good stuff. Next we have is the Pelta class frigates. Put them in D tier. I have nothing to say about them. They're whatever, I guess. I have no strong opinions. They exist. I guess. I don't know. They exist. Actually, I guess for that standpoint, I put them in C tier. They're just kind of whatever. Actually, no. Putting them back in D tier, they're just kind of dull looking. At least the ones in C tier, for the most part, look unique. For the most part. I guess I guess D tier has some unique looking vehicles too, but this looks just dull. The Phantom. This is the Phantom from Rebels Season 1, 2, and the first episode of Episode 3, Season 3, but the guy destroyed the episode. It's D tier as well. I'm not really super big on it. Next we have is the Platoon Tactcraft. For the longest time when I was a kid, I didn't believe that these were actually in the movie. Put them in C tier. I didn't believe these were in the movie, but they are. They're in Phantom Menace, and they are in Revenge of the Sith. Very briefly, you can see them during the Battle of Kashyyyk, but they're cool. They're cool. They're basically just the MTT, but not armored. Like you can easily take this thing out. But with this thing, it's way harder. The Profundity. This is from Rogue One. I'm gonna put it in B tier. It would be an A tier. It'd be like the. Actually, I guess this is like a Mon Cala ship. So I guess this would be the highest ranking Mon Cala ship. But I like this one because one, it doesn't look like a Ho 1 kind of like weird lumpy ship. But oh no, it's the same thing as that. So okay, no. But the Profundity. Only reason it's on A tier is I don't like its weird, like its bottom half, like its weird it's not the command bridge. No, it is called a command bridge. Is like on the bottom of the ship. It's like a giraffe neck going down. I don't know why. Isn't that like way more? Like it's like way more of a target, Speaking of like command bridges, no, that's not because this isn't command bridge. Sorry. But this is the Invisible Hand or the something Dreadnought. Put in B tier as well. It's a good design. The Invisible Hand and all that looks great, but again, it also suffers from the problem of having like that weird part of the ship that's like just the perfect target. Like I don't like the top part, like the little giraffe neck thing in the back. That's not the command part of the ship. That's somewhere else. But just not a fan of it. Not a fan of that part. But no, both the Profundity and Invisible Hand, good ships. Good ships. Just I don't care for that little part with them. This is the Punishing One, I believe. Yeah, this is Dengar's ship, and I really like this one. I'm putting an A tier. I think it looks really cool, really sleek. Almost gives me an Outrider vibe. It's good stuff. Next we have is the Quasar Fire Class Cruiser Carrier. Basically just like a TIE Fighter thing. C tier. Oh, no. No, I will keep it in C tier. It's good. I like it. I like everything about it except how skinny it. Actually, the skinny part. Actually, I take the back. I think it works with this one. Yeah, actually, B tier. I don't know why I was like struggling with that. No, put it in B tier. It's good. It's good. It's got everything you need, really. It's got everything you need for a troop transport. It doesn't go overboard. It's good. It's a good overall ship. The Radagnasp Fluttercraft. Putting an E tier just because I would not feel safe riding this thing. This thing looks like it will fall apart at any second. The Radis, C tier. Again, I don't care for the lumpy ships, the lumpy Mon Cala ships. Not my thing. The Railcrawler Convex Transport from Solo. A tier. Love, love, love its design. Tempted to put an S tier. Might later, but yeah, it's just a really cool, rugged looking train design. Always up for some cool armored trains. Always up for some cool armored trains. The Razor Crest. This is Mr. Mando Dinjarin's ship. The first 2 seasons, at least. B tier. I wasn't super big on it at the beginning, but by the end of it, it grew on me a lot. It's good. Alright, so this is fan art. It's a fan rendering. I forget who made it. Hold on. E.C. Henry. This is an E.C. Henry rendition of it. I chose to use this image because you can't get a good look of it in the movie. But go check out his video on it. It's a link in the description. It's phenomenal. It's a great video. Great little video. I really like his channel. But yeah, the Rebel Hoth sled, A tier. They're really... It's such a weird vehicle. That's only in the movie. That's in Empire Strikes Back. Very briefly in the background. But it was going to have more scenes, apparently. But a lot of them were cut. And there's one deleted scene we know of that Luke was going to use one of them to fight Wampas, but other than that, we don't know too much about the other deleted scenes. But it's good. It's good. It's just really cool. I'm really surprised it got a Lego set. All right, here's the most obscure vehicle out there. Well, actually, 2 obscure vehicles back to back. This is the Rebel Speeder. You're not gonna be able to find this thing. Or maybe you will be able to find this thing in the movie. Putting it in A tier. This is in Rise of Skywalker. It's in the Galaxy Fleet. And I just love its design so much. I think it's really, really cool. I like the ball turret gunner thing. It has just cool. It's a cool design. Wish we got to see more of it. I really wish we got to see. There's a lot of Galaxy Fleet ships that I think that would work really well in other things. Yeah, this is the Rexant class light destroyer. It's the Separatist ship. I never liked this thing. It always looked fan-made to me. It just looks... It almost looks like an ugly ship, but like an ugly, like, frigate, or like a cruiser or something. It's... Or destroyer, I don't know the starship, the levels. But yeah, it's just... it just looks off to me. I don't care for it. Red Ace, C tier, I got really nothing to say. It's a solid design all around. Like, I mean, what else can you say? The Republic stealth ship from Season 2 of the Clone Wars, Cat and Mouse. C tier as well. It's fine, I guess. It almost looks like a... for some reason, I get like Mako Shark vibes of it. I don't know why. I do not know why, but whenever I think of it, I just think of a Mako Shark. Mako Sharks are pretty dope, but I think it's okay. This is the repulsor train from Book of Boba Fett. Put an A tier. Again, I'm always up for armored train designs. I'm always up for armored train designs. Love me some armored trains. The Resistance Transport Pod, S tier, just because it is astonishing that this thing exists. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. It looks so dorky and like squished, but it's very funny to me. So I like it for that reason. I think everyone agrees that the Resistance Transport from The Force Awakens and Battlefront 2 is really bad. Like, I just don't understand why they made this thing the way they did. Like, why would you make it like this? It just from like from a practical sense, it makes no sense. But even from like a look design, it looks dull and boring. I think there's a reason why we never saw them again in the sequel trilogy. I think you can. No, I take that back. I think you can. I could be completely wrong. When like the car is being evacuated at the beginning of Last Jedi, maybe you can see one in the background, but other than that, it's not in that movie, and it's not in The Rise of Skywalker. There's a reason they replaced it with like the Fortitude in that movie, which we will get to, because I love the Fortitude. Resurgent Class Star Destroyer. Resurgent Class Star Destroyer. These are just the first Star Destroyers, and A tier. They're pretty great. Not as iconic, not even remotely as iconic as the Star Destroyers from the Empire era, but it's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. The Magna Guard starfighters are the... Well, I'm not... Actually, you know what? I will put them... I was only putting in C tier so I can look at the name. But I think I will keep them in C tier. These are the Rogue class starfighter, sorry. Yeah, I'm not... They're fine, I guess. The Rogue Shadow, B tier. This is from the Force Unleashed, obviously. Great ship design. Really nails like the stealthy vibes that Galen Merrick Starkiller was going for with the ship. It's good. It's good. The RX-200 stun tank. This is from the Zillo Beast arc in the Clone Wars. Do not know why these things were made in universe. They must have had for some reason for it. But I put them in B tier. I like the design of them quite a bit. Yeah, I don't have much else to add. I mean, I think it's like it looks like a Rebel Empire at War vehicle. If you've played Empire at War, you probably know what I mean. It looks like it'd be like a Rebel vehicle in that game. Sandcrawler, A tier. This is gonna sound really, really weird, but I would not mind living in a Sandcrawler. Like if I was living on Tatooine, I would rather live in a Sandcrawler than like most other things on that planet. This is Darth Maul's ship, the Scimitar. It was in the Lando comic as well. It's on Dathomir. We almost got to see this thing in the Clone Wars, but no, I guess we can't adapt the Son of Dathomir in the show. Good design though. But actually, no, put in B tier. B tier because it's good design, but it's also insanely OP in Battlefront 2. It's I love using that thing. So Bulba's Pod Racer, you know how I feel about pod racing. I'm not a fan. I like it more than Anakin's Pod Racer, but that's not saying too much. The SPHA, the self-propelled heavy artillery. I don't know why I struggle to say that. Artillery. No idea why I struggled to say that, but it's good, pretty good. B tier. B tier. Good design. Very cool. No, everyone forgets how massive this thing is. These things are huge. They're crazy huge. Wish you got to see more of them in the Clone Wars and stuff. The Sentinel class shuttle. B. It's just. It's basically just like a fat Lambda class, basically. The Separatist supply ship. C tier. I don't know. It doesn't. It's weird. I mean, it's essentially just like they took the droid control pod from the droid control ship, like split it in half, and then put like a thing connecting them. It's fine, I guess. It's not like bad by any means. It's just whatever. The Shekelesh class freight. Oh my god, I cannot speak. Freight gunship. This is from the Clone Wars, and I hate it. E tier. It is a ship that I do not know why it was made. I don't know who would drive it. I know for a fact I wouldn't go in it. Not a fan. The Silver Angel. E tier. Silver Angel, not a fan. It's just really boring looking. Now this is a ship I only put on here because I don't think many people know it exists. But this is the Sith transporter or whatever. And I'm gonna put it in B tier because when people saw this, they just thought, oh, it's the First Order one. But no, it's actually different. It's got rid of the really stupid like big thing in the back, which immediately makes it a better design in my opinion. I think it also has like a red color scheme, like a red stripe on it. I'm not sure about that part, but yeah, I only put it on here just to spread awareness about its existence. I never seen anyone ever mention it. The Ski Speeder from The Last Jedi. B tier. I like them. They're fragile looking. I would never go in one of them. But from a story standpoint, I love them. I love them. They're good. They're good stuff. But I would never go in one of these things. Ever. Ever. I also don't know why they have, like, blasters on them. 'Cause I don't think they were made for combat. I don't think so. I hope to never see the Slave 2 in live action. I hate the Slave 2. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It is a terrible looking ship. I'm so happy the rumors that like Din Djarin like new ship was gonna be the Slave 2. I'm so happy those were like false. No, not for me. Slave 1, S tier. How can you not like the Slave 1? It's iconic for a reason. It's sleek. It's cool. Good stuff. Love how we got to see the interior of it in live action in Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. The Snow Speeder, Air Speeder, what do you want to call it? A tier. Great looking thing. Iconic for a reason. What else can you really say about it, you know? Solar Sailor, E tier. Again, I just don't like the Geonosian stuff. I'm not a fan of them. I like the idea. You know what? I'll put it in D tier because I like the idea of the Solar Sailor. I think it's a cool concept for a ship, but it's not like crazy. I'm not crazy for it, is what I'm trying to say. Solus 1, Grievous's ship. Or if you just play Battlefront 2, the original, just like a Separatist bomber. Put it in C tier. Actually, you know what? We'll put it in B tier because I think it fits Grievous's character really well. It's something that I could see. I mean, you can see Grievous driving because you can see him flying it in Clone Wars. But it's something that like, if you just saw that, I told you that General Grievous's like personal ship, you'd be like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Speeder bike, C tier. They're fine. What do you want me to say? You know, they're fine. Staffs. I'm in D tier. I kind of like the staff, but I kind of don't. Like I mean, it's in a weird. I love them or hate. You know, for that reason, I guess I should put them in C tier to be fair. But like, part of me loves them for how like really dumb they are, but part of me hates them for just how dumb they are. It's like a weird middle ground I'm at right now. Oh, the Starhawk. I love the Starhawk. That was so cool seeing them in squadrons. The Starhawk is awesome. For those that don't know, it's basically what if like the New Republic taking, or I guess the Rebel Alliance at this point, taking. Oh no, it was the New Republic, or was it the Rebels? I don't know. It was one of the two. But they took a bunch of old destroyed Star Destroyers, put them together, and made this like monster of a ship. Great stuff. Would have loved to see one of them in the back, like in Rise of Skywalker, in like the Galaxy Fleet. But I don't think any of them were around by that point. What the hell is this? Oh, the Starhawk speeder bike. This is Hondo's kind of like speeder bike. The Inaka Gang, D tier. It's fine, I guess. I don't know. What do you want me to say? The Stinger Mantis. The Mantis, the one from Jedi Fallen Order. C tier. I don't really like the design from the outside, but admittedly, the inside looks super comfy. I would love to chill in there. But yeah, from the outside, I'm not super big on it. So it's going in C tier. The Super Star Destroyer, S tier. I love the Super Star Destroyers. They're great. The Executor, they're all awesome. Great stuff. Massive, but they're just the right amount of massive that it's not silly like the Eclipse. Again, I'm sorry, I'm just not super big on them. I don't hate the Eclipse by any means. They're just too big for me. The Super Tank, very awesome name. The Super Tank's basically they're like jacked up MTTs, but they don't carry troops. I don't think they were only in the episode Droid Factory of Clone Wars, and I'm an A tier. I really like the design of them. I mean, the way they can be perfected, in my opinion, make them the same color scheme as the MTTs, like that same shade of brown. Get rid of like the orange Geonosian stuff, and that really awful like Clone Wars Separatist blue. I hate that. I hate that so much. Like, get rid of that and make it like black or red or something. You know, actually red by. Red wouldn't. Like, I don't think red would clash very well with that MCT's brown color scheme. Make it black and with the red thing. They really make it show that's like a super tank. I don't know. It'd be cool. It would be cool. The Supremacy B tier is a very cool looking ship. It's extremely terrifying. If I looked up and saw that, I would... Well, I'd be terrified because that means the First Order is real. That means Star Wars is real. But in universe, that would not be a thing that you'd like to see, basically. I also like how, before I move on to the next one, I also love how it's like a mobile factory. Like there's like it's like they're building AT-ATs and stuff like that in it. Again, it's just big enough where I think it's cool. Versus the Eclipse, where I think it's just too big. Swamp Speeder, E tier. I don't like the Swamp Speeder. They're actually in Revenge of the Sith, which I didn't even realize. They are in that movie, very briefly, but I don't really like them. They don't really make sense to me, like, looking at them. They just look weird. I'm just not a fan. Next we have the T-16 Skyhopper. C tier. It's, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put them in B tier. I like them. I like them a lot. They got like a... Well, not a lot, because they would be an A tier, but they're good. They're a good thing. I actually wouldn't mind flying in one of these. They actually look stable with some of these other, like, single-person speeder things. Just don't look it. These are good. I like the little small cannon it has on the bottom of it. It's nice. Next, we have the T6 Jedi Shuttle and D tier. I think they're really boring. I think they're really boring. They look like an angelfish, but unlike angelfishes, which look goofy and funny, these things just look boring. Next, we have the T4B Heavy Tank from Empire at War. Put them in B tier. B tier. They're very cool. Wish we got to see them in canon. I mean, they still can be canonized, but they're really cool looking. And I think that, like, they fit the Rebel aesthetic really well. They almost kind of look like that that one Terminator thing from the first Terminator, like the Terminator tank from the first Terminator film. The Tantive 4, S tier. How can you not like the Tantive 4? It's perfect. It's iconic for a reason. There's a reason they brought it back in Rise of Skywalker. I don't really agree with it. I think retconning its survival at the end of A New Hope is kind of dumb, but oh well. It blows up anyways. So next we have is the Theta class T2C shuttle, the Palpatine shuttle at the end of Revenge of the Sith, and I like it. It's good. It's good. This is what if you just showed me this model without me having seen Revenge of the Sith, I would immediately assume, like, oh, this is like a Sith version of, like, the Lambda class. Which I guess it kind of is, but, I mean, it predates the Lambda class. Alright, here we have the TIE Fighters. Oh boy, there's a lot of TIE Fighters. So here we have the TIE Advance Prototype. I'm trying to go through these fast. TIE Advance Prototype, D tier. I don't like how smooth they are. They look kind of weird from that reason. They're just not my thing. TIE Advanced, B tier. Very cool, very chonky boy. Arc/chonkers, except for, you know, not having people's pets dying of obesity. Reddit should really get rid of that subreddit. That is an evil subreddit. Well, I love glorifying animal obesity. I'm such an awesome guy. People are evil. Next we have is the TIE Avenger. D tier. They're whatever. I guess. I don't know. They're whatever. TIE Baron from Resistance. Actually, no. B tier. I like the red color scheme. I really like them. Good stuff. Good stuff. The First Order TIE Bomber. B tier. I really like how it's the only First Order TIE Fighter design that, like main, like one that, like, standard troops use. It's the only one that, like, doesn't look exactly like the Imperial one, you know? But yeah, if you can tell, I don't have, like the First Order TIE Fighter and Imperial TIE Fighters. I just have them as one. I'm not gonna do separate ones. Imperial TIE Bomber, S tier, one of my all-time favorite Star Wars vehicles. I love how it's just like a unit. I love it. Next we have the TIE Brutes. B tier. Don't really know why the TIE Brute exists. It's like a weird experimental TIE fighter. There's a first order variant of it, which I didn't even know existed until making this video. But yeah, TIE Brute. It's cool looking. Don't know why it exists. I mean, I get out of universe, they're like, alright, new toy, but in universe, I don't get it. TIE Command Shuttle. D tier. What if we made the TIE Bomber, but it looks extremely ugly? Why would you ruin perfection? The TIE Crawler or Sentry Tank, whatever you want to call them. D tier. Don't like the idea of them. Why would you make it into a tank? Like, what? The TIE Dagger. I actually like. I'll put in B tier. I like them. I like the red highlights it has quite a bit. I also just seeing any part of the Sith Eternal Navy is cool to me. TIE Defender. S tier. This is the second best TIE fighter ever, besides the TIE Bomber, obviously. TIE Defender looks great. Love it, love it, love it, love it. The TIE Echelon. Surprised we didn't see it in Rise of Skywalker, but it was made for the Galaxy's Edge theme park and first the Disney World or whatever. B tier. It looks really cool. I like it. This is how you do a TIE Fighter command shuttle, like troop transport. Not this. Garbage. The Mighty Guild TIE Fighters. D tier. I like the idea of them. I like how dorky they look. But I don't like them enough that I put them anything above D tier. Outland TIE Fighter. E tier. Because I don't get it. It's the standard TIE Fighter, but when they land, they take up more space. So, like, what's the purpose? I guess they're, like, more heavily armored or something. I don't know. The TIE Fighter. S tier. I mean, come on. It's iconic for a reason. They look cool. Practical use, like, it's kind of like the worst vehicle to drive ever, but they look cool. The TIE Hunter. Actually, E tier. I don't like them. Don't care for them. They look really pointy and silly. Don't care for them. TIE Interceptor. S tier. It's just a TIE fighter, but like it's fixed now. You can actually like see where you're driving or flying, or whatever. TIE Oppressor. Oppress these nuts. They look way too bulky. D tier. Way too weird. Like, just, what's the point of like the top thing? Like, I don't know. TIE Phantom. D tier. I don't really care for a lot of these EU TIE fighters. I think a lot of them look just. I just don't get them. I just really don't get them. The TIE Predator. What is this? This is a nipple. This is like a nipple. What is this? The TIE Punisher. A tier. It's like the TIE Bomber, but like bigger. So I like it from that regard. But like, it's a little. It's almost a little too bigger. Like it's too over the top. I mean, almost. TIE Reaper. Absolutely S tier. When I first saw this in Rogue One, I was like, holy crap! This thing looks so cool. And then it was in Fallen Order, and then Squadrons, and I'm like, do Type Reaper supremacy? Like, hell yeah. TIE Silencer. C tier. They are okay. They are fine. TIE Strikers. D tier. I don't know why they exist. I get they're like, we want to do an atmospheric TIE fighter. But why? TIE fighters already work fine in the atmosphere. Also, TIE Strikers can, like, be used in space. And if used in space, they're pretty much just, like, worse TIE fighters. Like, why? I don't know. The TIE Whisperer. C tier. It's just a TIE fighter model, but there's a lot more red on it. And, like, a couple of, like, antenna. Kylo Ren's TIE Whisperer. B tier. It's good. It's good. That's my review. Good. Good. Alright, we're done with the TIE fighters. The Trandoshan the Trandoshan shuttle. Or skiff, not shuttle. This is the shuttle. The Trandoshan skiff. B tier because they look really unique and weird. I would not want to ride one of those things, but they're unique. The tread speeders. C tier. Dude, when they first revealed like the tread speeders for Rise of Skywalker, there were people out there going like, "Dude, why are there? Oh, dude, really? Like a speeder bike, but like you use treads? Like, dude, why would Star Wars? Why would they have treads in Star Wars? But like, the sandcrawlers exist, and also like the AT walkers, like they don't have wheels, they don't float. They use legs. You people just want to hate to hate. Like that's all it is. You just want to hate to hate. The Tri-Fighter, S tier, love them. They look really menacing and scary. Love them, love them, love them. The Trident class assault ship, B tier. Very strange, very strange. I used to think they were a droid. I didn't, but no, they're not a droid. They're just like a ship. I think they'd be cooler if they were a droid, but ship is fine too. Turbo tanks, absolute S tier, S tier. How could you not have turbo tanks in S tier? They are so over the, like, they're just crazy. They're just insanely cool. Love them. These giant wheeled monstrosities rolling around, eviscerating everything. So cool. Not eviscerate. I mean, in Star Wars, it's cool. If they were in real life, then they would be committing a lot of more crimes. The turtle tanker gets S tier, not because of its design. Its design is very whatever. It's just like a fat thing, but it's called turtle tanker, and turtles are based. So turtle. I mean, I gotta give it there. I don't know what it is, but I've always hated the Twilight. I've always hated the Twilight. I just think it's the. I just hate it. I don't know what it is. I have no rational reason behind it. I just hate the Twilight. I really do. The TX-130 Saber class tank. How again? How could you not have it in S tier? It is perfect. It is a flawless tank. Don't at me. The TX-225 Gav Occupier Combat Assault Tank. Why? It's so many words. But A tier. A tier. Very, very cool. Very cool. They have a repulsor lift version in Rebels because they didn't want to like animate the treads. So I guess in Universe they're just kind of like, we got lazy. Like we'll tube models for some reason. We'll tube models in Universe. I'm not saying the animators of Rebels were lazy. I wasn't saying that. I was saying like the Universe thing. I want to make sure. I don't want people accusing me of like dissing animators. Then we have the U-55 Orbital Load Lifter, C tier. I have like no strong opinion on these things. Like they are just lifeboats. It's like if you were like it's like if you were like reviewing like lifeboats on like an actual boat, or like a Zodiac or something. Like what would you say to that? Like U-wing. How could you not like the U-wing? Come on. I know there's a lot of S tier. I know I'm giving a lot of S tiers, but God, I love the U-wing. That is a flawless ship. That is so cool. It's so cool that there's not even like Resistance version of the U-wing. Like the Resistance looked at it and were like, we'll just use the U-wing. Like we won't upgrade it at all. It's just perfect the way it is. Like it's flawless. UAIT. Oh no, TT. It's not I. UATT. One of the best Walker designs out there. One of the best sequel trilogy designs out there. It looks so crazy, menacing. Like this thing will like break through your door and like grab you with its claw and just rip you out. Like it's pretty crazy. It's a shame they're only in the background of Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, remember how I said I was a big fan of the Umbara aesthetic and stuff? I am. Just not the hover tank. I don't know what it is. I've never liked the Umbara hover tank. I don't know what it is about them. I don't care for them. Now the mobile cannon, the little Walker tank thing, B tier. I love these things. Actually, you know what? A tier. I love these things. They're crazy cool. Crazy, crazy cool. Imagine like a game where you're like stomping around in one of those. That'd be awesome. The Upsilon class, Kylo Ren's command shuttle, basically. B tier, I like the color. I like the little red highlights it has. I like all that. It's menacing looking. I just think the wings are too big. Like, the wings are just way too big for my liking. Like, if it wasn't for the wings, I'd probably have it in, like, an A tier. Maybe even S tier, but it's just the wings that annoy me. This is the final walker, the final AT line walker. This is the UTAT. Yeah, I don't know what's, I mean, look at it. it's kind of dopey looking, but, you know, it's whatever. I think there's a reason why out of all the walker variants, this is the one that's like, you like never see. The V19 Torrent. I don't like again, it's like the Twilight. I don't know what it is. I just don't like this thing. I just don't like it at all. It was made for the Micro series, I think, but it was like, but most people know it for the Clone Wars series, the CGI one. I'm not a fan of it. I just don't know. I just don't care for it. The V-Wing. A tier, baby. V-Wing. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We'll put an S tier. V-Wing. V-Wing's awesome. How could you hate the V-Wing? They're just crazy. Like, it's sleek and cool. There's a reason why the Empire continued to use the V-Wing for, like, the longest time. Oh, God. The Vakbior class cargo frigate. This is just a junk ship. Like, this was an ugly ship. This is the only Last Jedi, like Resistance fleet ship that I just outright hate. I just think it looks really ugly and terrible. Just not a fan of it at all. Venator class. Oh my god. I know I keep putting in S tier, but like the Venator, that to me is the peak Star Wars command ship. Like, I prefer this over the Imperial Star Destroyer. I love the Venator class ships. I love them. The Victor Wing Fighter. Take a good look at these guys. I'm putting them in S tier, but take a good look at them. These things are technically in the Rise of Skywalker, but in the background. Why weren't these things up front? They should be used way more often. Like, just look how cool they are. They're so awesome. Honestly, they look more like V-Wings than the actual V-Wing. Actually, fun fact, these things were initially called V-Wings, but then they were like, shit, we already have a V-Wing, so I guess we'll call it something else. They're really cool. Vulture Droid, B-Wing. How can you... B-Wing. Yeah. No, not B-Wing, B tier. No B-Wings even in here. I don't know how I forgot the B-Wing. How did I forget the B-Wing? Oh my god. I even was going to put the B-Wing prototype from Rebels on here, but I thought to myself, like, it's not that different. It's not that different, so I can put it on here. So I thought I put it on... I'm such an idiot. I'm so sorry. Vulture Droid. Good stuff. Vulture Droid's good stuff. Just good, all-around, classic, separatist vehicle. Only on here because I want to bring more attention to it. This is... I don't know why people don't talk about this. This is from Forces of Destiny, which is probably the reason why people don't talk about it, but this is a separatist spy Vulture Droid. Or communications spy. Or it's something like communications or spy or stuff like that, or intelligence. It's only in one episode of Forces of Destiny, and it's never seen again. I'm putting in C tier. It's just a less good-looking Vulture Droid with like a weird hat, but it's cool. It's really cool. It also can't turn into a. It also can't apparently turn into like a walking mode with the other Vulture Droids. So there's that too. Vulture's Claw, D tier. It's a rust bucket. It was made to look like a rust bucket. It's just a rust bucket. This is from Duel of the Droids. This is like the Trandoshan guys, like the really fat Trandoshan guys thing. The wheel bike, A tier. I really like the wheel bike. I don't really care for the legs, but when there's no legs and it's just like it's crazy wheel form I like. It's very crazy. The pirate tank, or the WLO-5 battle tank, A tier. This is like insanely cool. I'm surprised when people don't talk about this thing. This thing is a juggernaut of a airspeeder tank. So cool looking. The X-34 land speeder. This is Luke's land speeder. Putting an A tier because of how sleek and awesome it looks. And I actually like the turret they put on it in Battlefront 2. It gives it like a technical vibe. If you know what technicals are, there's like improvised tanks and improvised like military vehicles. Good stuff. Alright, the New Republic X-Wing. Put an A tier. Good stuff. Like, I love the color scheme. Good stuff. But the OG X-Wing, the X-Wing from the original and sequel trilogies, S tier. I mean, X-Wings are one of the best Star Wars vehicles, hands down. Like, how could you not like them? How could you not love them? Like, just perfect. The Z, the XI class light shuttle. I don't know how you pronounce that. Zai? Z? I don't know. This is like the First Order's version of the Lambda class. It's only in The Last Jedi. In the movies, that is. And I like it. B tier. Anakin's airspeeder, the XJ6 airspeeder. This is... You know what? I'll put him in B tier. I would not mind riding around this thing. It's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. The Zeiston class Star Destroyer. Here's my problem. I'm gonna put him in B tier. I don't like the idea of like a Star Destroyer being a super weapon. I don't like that. That's why the Conqueror is down below. I don't like that. But I really like the turret placement, like the super weapon placement on this a lot more than the Conqueror. And I also really like the red stripe. And it's also a Star Destroyer, so it's like already like, you know, it's a cool design. So yeah, it's B tier for that reason. The Y-48 Armored Transport Hauler. This is mainly from Solo. And, no, you know what? Put B tier. It's good. It's a good design. It's a lot of B tier stuff. It's good design. Just a solid all-around design. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know more S tier, but like, dude, the Clone Wars Y-Wing. Oh my god, dude, that is the coolest looking ship ever. I love that. And of course, the Y-Wing, like, both Y-Wings are S tier. I love Y-Wing. I actually prefer Y-Wings to X-Wings, to be completely real with you. I love them, man. Oh my god, Battlefront 2, dude. You can just own the damn battlefield with those things. Fortitude, put that in A tier. I mean, there's a reason why they use this instead of the Resistance transports in Rise of Skywalker. Really cool looking, way bigger and meatier. Just a cool ass ship. I love the engines in the back. Just cool stuff. Yellow Ace, the final Resistance ship. Actually, you know what? No, C tier. I like how the wings. I like how the wings go. I like the wings a lot. Actually, I'm not super crazy on the color. I'm not a big yellow guy, but I like the wings a lot. The YV-865 RRR, what, I don't know how to pronounce that, class freighter. This is a very big bulko ship. Put them in B tier. Very big bulky ship. Good stuff. Next we have the Z-95 Headhunter, one of the most classic of the Legend ships. I'm putting it in C tier. I've never been super big on them. They just kind of looked like less cool X-Wings to me. Sorry. Barn Starfighters, B tier. Great stuff. Really cool looking, really unique. I love the bubble thing. They I love the little bubble cockpit. And finally, the Zeta class cargo shuttle. It's been 2 hours and 16 minutes. Oh my god. Yeah, A tier. Very cool. Very big fan of it. It's an all-around great thing. It's a great ship. And just like with the U-Wing and the That starts with a G. This one right here. I think they've really retroactively incorporating them into events and like the Battle of Endor and stuff like that. I think they've done a really good job with that in the new canon. It's good stuff. And that is it. The list. I'm gonna go grab the B-wing image, and then I'm gonna go check real quick to see if that attack craft is actually different than Bad Batch. If it is, I'll add it. If not, whatever. All right, so. My bad. Let me put the B-wing back where it belongs in S tier. B-wing's great. I mean, what can you say about them? Perfect design. Anyways, so the new class shuttle from Bad Batch. It's not different. I mean, it's different color scheme wise, but it's not like different enough that I include it. But I did find a couple of vehicles that I forgot, so I'll put them on here for completionist's sake. With the ATST Raider, I mean, just the ATST, but it looks way cooler in from the Mandalorian Episode 4, Sanctuary. How can you hate it? It's great, put an S tier. The swoop bike from Attack of the Clones and Mandalorian, etc., etc. There's a bunch of swoop bikes. Put them in C tier. Again, they're just like speeder bikes, but a little cooler looking. I don't really have much to say about them, you know. Ore crawlers from Rebels. This is from Season 4 Rebels. Based on the World Devastators from Legends, which are a very over-the-top super weapon that I do prefer over like another like shooting laser super weapon, but still not too big on them. But put them in A tier because I like the design of them. I prefer when they're, you know, I like the design, just not when they're super weapons. Next we have the CK6 swoop bike. This is from the Clone Wars episode Trespass. Literally forgot about these things. I only put them on here because when I was looking up the swoop bike, this popped up as well. I don't know why I was up there at A tier, but put in B tier. I like them. They look cooler than the normal swoop bikes. I like the kind of shield they got, the face shield. I think that's a face shield. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I'm only looking at like a small image of it right now. Finally, the Raven's Claw, Kyle Katarn's ship from the Jedi series and Dark Forces, etc. And yeah, put that in A tier because it's an iconic ship, a legend ship. It's like really sleek. It almost looks like a blackbird. It's great. And with that, we have not every, God knows, not every, but a lot of Star Wars ships covered. The pinned comment will be a link to this tier list for everyone to do, because I know people wanted to do the Star Wars characters and the Transformers movie designs. And you know what? I'll remake those tier lists as well, just so you guys can put them on there. I will put them as the pinned comments on those videos. If you want to go back and do them, that's fine. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. What are your Star Wars, vehicles opinions? Respect everyone's opinions. Yada yada yada. There's no objectivity to this, obviously. It's all subjective. And yeah, be prepared, or be prepared. Get ready for the Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Iceberg 2. It'll be coming out in early May, and potentially a return, the third mini Iceberg in May. Might happen. It might not happen. I have to see if I have enough things to talk about with this subject, because if I do, it would. We'll see what happens. Because I want to get it out before May 23rd. That's your clue to what the mini Iceberg could be. What's coming out May 23rd? Like, what could be around that time? What could it be? We'll see. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great one. Stay safe.
Assault, theft, fraud, DUI, breaking and entering, solicitation, armed robbery, shoplifting, aggravated